All right, it's 9:30. We just opened. I didn't quite make it to the didn't quite make it before the open for the pre-market on this one. But so really just got the areas on here. I erased everything that I had on here and have added new ones. Unfortunately, just the way the market is and where we're trading and what's going on, these are areas. But when you're trading for, anywhere from a couple ticks to just a couple points and hopefully more, but generally your trades are going to get anywhere between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ticks, 8 ticks, 12 ticks, that kind of thing. You can forget about what's way ahead or way down, and you've got to open your eyes to what's in front of you. And in my opinion, that's what I have to do. I get a little annoyed sometimes. It's like I look at this chart and I've kind of lost my place, and it's like, oh, there's so much going on. I think I did start the video. I hope it captured it, but look, it went up here. I mean, I didn't just add this drawing or anything. And you say, well, what's the big deal? Well, look, I'm eventually, I'm preparing. I do these videos for my own exercise and discipline right now, and but I also believe I'm preparing, as I have considered before, um, becoming someone who helps people. Other than just this free little dealio I put out there right now. You could call it a trial balloon. How about that? I'm working out some things, but as people share, share, subscribe, all this kind of thing, and hopefully you do. Um, you get people who believe in you and believe in what you're doing, and all of the things I'm doing, they do take some feel and experience over time. It's all very teachable. I mean, there isn't anything you can know that can't be known. Okay, so here we go. Right now, what's happened is we failed to take out the overnight high. We could come back up and do that, but I believe you're trading right into some resistance just above. Um, so that might be a back end type of a situation where you get back into the overnight range, and I would even say you need to consider the overnight value area. Um, I say that with emphasis because a lot of yahoos dismiss it as it's nothing. As I've said before, I'll say it again. It's a distribution, and it is a certain subset of, or not subset. It's a set. It's a set of. It's a certain group of traders, and that's a distribution, and that's value in that particular session. Anyway, you'd have to understand where I'm coming from, just why sometimes I emphasize things. So right now, if we do get above and take the overnight high out, which is fairly good odds, I'd watch for it to come back in and then make a move down to where the lower area of this gray is blue. Now it's lighter blue because it is, as I've said before, the numbers here indicate the edges of a gray box. The red and blue will not have numbers. So you can tell this overlaps. This is the bottom of the gray and the blue. Still having a little trouble at that high. So right now, one of the most important takeaways, and again, you can say, well, why aren't you trading? Well, I had to redo all my drawings this morning and update the software, whatever. And so I just didn't get, I'm not going to I got to trade the open, because we're trading in range and just above value. And, there's plenty of day left. And at any rate, when you have several computers, you can do different things, at the same time anyway. So the whole point is that I didn't get this done in time to, clear my head, get a cup of coffee, sit here and watch what's happening. And that's if I trade the open. That's generally, as I've said in my videos before, the first long time while I was learning to trade and following instructions of people and this and that. It's like, don't trade the open. It's amateur hour. It's not though. Completely tradable, but it is a little more risky. So here's where I was saying that there, might come up and find some resistance here. I don't know that it's definitely a short because we have opened above value. Okay. And we didn't really get much downside. So, let me split this out here. I'm kind of just doing I can see this BC high being taken out. Okay, that's what's going to probably happen. So this might be a place to get long against for that to happen. So can definitely see that happening. Let's watch it happen, I guess. All right, I am gonna, I'm seeing opportunities, and I guess I'm a little more confidence, and feeling like I'm getting my head in the game to where I'm gonna try to get going so I can do my own thing. So here we go. You can see it like they're hammering. It's being, there we go. Got a little pop. We're still not, I don't think we've broken it yet. Okay, it's gonna make that pop. Now, how far will it go? I imagine up here and turn around. Maybe get in here, but probably have a little bit of a bounce around in here. A dateable bounce, as I've said. Okay, so any rate, we basically retraced in the overnight. We're back above value from yesterday. We are back into, this is one of the most important things to consider too. We're back into Friday's range. Okay, let's look at the daily chart. Here's Friday. This is Monday holiday. This is yesterday. Okay, so I think today has a potential to be an inside day. We had quite a big range yesterday. I think today has potential to be an inside day. Don't even, the odds of us taking out the yesterday's high, it's too close to tell. I mean, I don't know. Because we have started off pretty bullishly. So again, back out. Okay, got above BC here, didn't quite get up there. So I think the odds of us taking out the yesterday's high are getting less and less. Now remember, this is one heck of a selling tail, pretty strong. A lot of sellers here, and many who may still firmly believe in that position. All right, so looks like we're going to come back down, and this would be another potential trade if you believe it's going to come back down into, come out of Friday's range into yesterday's range and the overnight value area. We'll see. Kind of get a little confirmation here. If somebody's a hot shot, they might want to just look for a reason to sell here. You can risk the, it's not that, you could risk this A high, early morning high. There's different places. It depends on your risk tolerance and depends on, what you want to do. You could risk, you could think we're not going to get yesterday's high, and you could risk yesterday's high and try to hold short all day. That's a thought, All right, so I'm not really giving you like a couple. I used to do sort of, I'd make up a couple different plans, what happened, but I think that can be too narrow. I mean, you kind of have that going on, but I find that to be a little bit too narrow of a mindset sometimes. And I've just found it's like, I can see. I mean, I guess it's reached an internalization mode where I can kind of see what might happen, but I map it out, and then I just let it happen and I watch what happens. And I've already predetermined, unless something's really changed or the price action and everything is really indicating something else is going on. Trading the market, what is the market doing in that moment? Right now, and you interpret the market. So right now, initially, like I said, I thought we'd go up because we didn't really get any follow through. I thought we'd take out the overnight high, and we did. And then we thought we'd take out the B and C high, and we did. And we didn't get any follow through beyond that. So now it's back down here. Now, kind of waiting. We're at a decision point. We're going to get outside of Friday's, get back below Friday's range and into the overnight range and yesterday's range a little better, and try to get down to value of yesterday's range. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't know what all the news was overnight, but the way this profile is all built out is kind of let me put it this way. I can see us coming back down. That's all. So that's the only way I can describe it right now. But what's going on around here. So if we looked at a composite, you have a very wide volume point of control here over on Friday's low from the overnight. That is Friday's low. Then you have last night's overnight VOP, the overnight VPOC. Okay, they're really within a couple ticks of each other, and if you merge these two profiles together, this would throw it off. But this is an area of great value, and where a lot of volume is traded, and areas like that tend to be, they can be choppy. So as we're seeing, not getting a lot of conviction. Now we haven't been back to the open a lot of times, but no, we're going to get in the upside here now. If they can't really get it up much more above BC, or even above this area, this might be a short at the top of the intraday value area high, which is what's right here. So right now, some volume is building, but is that volume selling? It's kind of hard to see the colors. And this is where it would help to have a, it helps to have your dome open and everything like that. But see, there's more selling right here. So as I said, if they got back over, it might be a short, come back down. So we get back into overnight value, overnight range and its value. And if we can navigate this VPOC in that, I think we're off to the races to the downside. So do you want to take a chance? I don't think it's a bad trade, but it's up to you. Anyway, so I think the odds are pretty good right now. There is some news today. They don't indicate it's really market moving, at least in our country. Canada has some market moving news a little later. We might make another attempt to the upside. Look at this VPOC here, the open, this huge selling tail, the R1s right here. I don't know. I'm going to take a shot and say, if we did take out that high, we'd probably fall back in. But I don't know. If you look at it, things right now, we've got on this bar quite a wick, upper shadow. Okay, so that's what you got. I left the screen up long enough if you want to put these levels down. That's kind of the point, and areas, and check them out. So I don't know that I'm gonna be back later today. I made this one purple, and this may be a thing going forward because it's the 50 moving average on the regular trading hour session. Okay, right here. It was. That's going to change as you get near it. I'd want to look at it again, or maybe it was 24. Just one. No, it was regular trading, so it's changed a little bit. But that's why this one's purple, coinciding with the previous day's low. And I'd mentioned something unusual about in my video last night. I talked about something unusual about yesterday's profile, and that is that. What it is, what it means, I got to hold some back. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on. Not a lot going on. I've not been able to take out the intraday high. We've been building value right here, which is bullish, above the overnight high, right above the overnight high. But, buyers are not getting anywhere. And, it just looking like we could get a flush rolling over to the downside, because eventually this game gets old. All right, I think that's all I need to say for now. Hope it's been an enjoyable, or you gotten something out of it. As I said, I might not do that many videos today. Just depends. If I do, it's going to be more of a I don't know, probably just do a scan through on the deal. Here we come. Okay, here we come. So yeah, want to make sure you can clear this area. There could be another like 10-minute fight right in here, back and forth for a while. But if it gets through here without a lot of fight, that's pretty decisive. And right now the trade would be to look for a reason to trade against this overnight value area high and this edge here that I've got right here at 47, let's just say between 47, 47, 50, 47 and 48, right in here. If you've got a reason and you could use this, you decide your own risk. You're not paying me to teach you yet, so that's your problem. If you're stupid enough to, get stopped out all the time or not use good management techniques, then maybe you need a little help. And at any rate, there you go. All right. Well, anyway, I gotta um, do some of my own stuff here now. So make it a great day.